And then I was like, happy birthday, Mom. It's my mommy's birthday.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Hey. Welcome.
Why do you live in the hood, though?
That was a separate conversation, but I was just telling Jacob before we started that I used to live in the hood. Oh, and then I corrected myself. No, I lived off of the hood because it was Hood Road. That was the street that I used to live off of, Hood Road.
30 points for Gryffindor.
So I know all about the hood. I grew up there. All right. Hello and welcome to another episode of Downright Fierce Gaming, episode 21. We can drink now, which we've just been doing every week anyways.
All right, what do you guys think is in this
21 questions? No.
Oh, God, screw
that's
that.
Too many.
20 is already damn too many.
My name is Josh Sensio. With me is...
Tristan Haynes.
And...
The King of Hugs, may he forever reign, Jacob Alexander Duplic III.
Yeah.
Bow, 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 bow,
What's
bow.
up, guys? Good to have you on here.
Yo, what it do?
We actually have a considerable amount of news. So actually, at least a lot of news that we're going to be talking about a lot. We're not even going to do viewer questions, like fake viewer questions. We'll do chat viewer questions.
Real viewer questions?
Like, if anybody wants to talk to us.
Yeah.
You know. But first, like every week, we start with...
Fierce news!
There it is. So the first thing is the Ataribox. So we mentioned that there was that mysterious video, that weird teaser that showed a very sleek, new technology looking box that didn't necessarily look like it was going to be a classic. We still have no idea what it's going to play, but in a newsletter published online, Atari wrote, "Our objective is to create a new product that stays true to our heritage while appealing to both old and new fans of Atari." And we have a better, idea of what that looks like now. There's two options. You can get the wood grain finish, classic-looking one, and then you can get the sleeker, newer-looking red and black one. Now, let's see what else. There is... that what I just said. That's what I try to get. That's what I get for trying to go off like memory.
Off book.
Yeah, there's so much information about this. So no exact specs have been given. We do know that there's going to be an SD slot, an HDMI output, and 4 USB ports. So first, the SD slot. I mean, that's
Hi,
that's
Nintendo.
promising. That's promising.
Hello, Nintendo.
I mean, it kind of sounds like maybe we'll be able to download games and then just plug and play.
Sure.
Or, that sounds pretty cool. It also sounds like it'd be very easy to pirate. I mean, anytime...
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right for piracy right
anytime
there.
I hear an SD slot, I'm like, ooh, so I can hack it.
Right. Like, and I guess that's what's going to be really fun to see when the specs come out. So then people are going to be like, all right, well, I can put PS2 games on here.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it all depends on how powerful it's going to be.
Right.
So Atari wrote, "As you can guess, these ports suggest modern internal specs. It also means that while we will be delivering classic gaming content, we will also be delivering current gaming content." So since their announcement of this, more details have come up based on the note to investors issued at the end of last month. The note said, without regarding the console, they were just saying their project, "To limit risk-taking, this product will be initially launched within the framework of a crowdfunding campaign." So
Kickstarter.
Basically, this sounds like they're going to kickstart. Now, that being said, with all the information we have, it's going to be kickstarted. This cannot be a modern console. It cannot be a PC alternative or PS4 alternative or an Xbox One. You cannot.
They'd have a significant investor if that was the case.
The amount of money you need.
Yeah.
I think you're looking modern too specific. I think this is going to be on the level of like an Ouya. Like this is going to be something.
And that worked out really well.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah. So, I mean, I feel like Atari isn't stupid. They're not going to be like, that Ouya came out, but even though it failed, maybe we could do it and it won't fail. I don't think that I think they'll learn from that mistake.
I don't think so. They're like, oh, we sell shirts with our logo on it. Everyone loves those. I mean, everyone loves Atari, so everyone will love everything we make.
Maybe that's the crowdfunding thing.
It has a glowing Atari symbol.
I mean, people will buy it just for that ability, but I still think that they can't necessarily sell an Ouya type device just because of the failure. Now, I have a theory that. I mean, it's when I first heard about this, I wanted to say it. I'm like, that's kind of reaching. But now more and more information is coming out. I'm thinking this is plausible. I think what it is Atari. They didn't just make games back in the 70s. They published games in the early 2000s.
Right.
So they went from a developer to a publisher. They published Neverwinter Nights. They published Test Club or whatever. They published Driver 1 and 2 and Neverwinter Nights 1 and 2, and then a whole bunch of DBZ games. There's actually a long list of games.
Oh, yeah, they did like Budokai and stuff, didn't they?
Yeah. So there's a bunch of games that they developed.
Those games, if you haven't played them, They're awesome.
With the exception of a couple like Neverwinter Nights, a lot of their games weren't that special, but they hold nostalgic, weight. So what if, this is just their entire library? I mean, they're saying old and new fans of Atari. You go all the way from the 70s to the 2000s.
I mean, like, because I remember when you were talking to me about it earlier, Neverwinter Nights, like, it made my eyes go, like, wide, because that game is the very definition of special. It's a third-person RPG that uses, it's very medieval, and it uses the third edition of Dungeons and Dragons as its battle system.
Okay.
So essentially, like, you'll see, like, you'll attack, and then obviously in the background, all of the numbers are essentially being crunched, and but the thing that made that game really special, it had its own single-player campaign, but it also had a huge modding community, to the point where people were making millions and millions of different campaigns on top of the existing campaign for the game itself. So it had, like, up until like Neverwinter Nights 2 came out, and even after that, it had like hundreds and thousands of mods. So like, it was one of those games where, and that's why it was named that, is you could continue to play it, and it had I think I played it for probably 5 or 6 years.
Wow.
And this is at that time, like a 60 or 70 hour single player RPG, and then you got another 30, and it just adds up.
Yeah. Now, we have somebody in chat. Bernardo Barcelos says, "Hey guys, what do you think? What do you think about the Steam console? I don't know if Steam will release it, by the way. Did they release it? I feel like they did.
Made Steam boxes.
Steam boxes.
The
Maybe that's
problem
what I'm
with
thinking.
it was that they didn't have any real set specs. It was pretty much anyone could make a Steam box and throw Steam OS on it. So no one really knew what a Steam box was. It was hard to parse, like, what this one could play, what it couldn't.
So my understanding of what the Steam box is that it was basically a PC that ran Steam as an OS. I mean, you can even have Steam. What is it? Steam something, where when your computer starts, it just boots right into the Steam pseudo OS. Not necessarily that it is an operating system, but it's its own program that allows you to go between your different games and start playing them immediately. And it would be perfect for somebody who was using
not even an OS, just a UI to pick up the games that are on the drive.
Exactly.
Okay.
It was a UI.
That's not OS then, but
I mean,
they called it SteamOS. It was like Linux based. That was that huge push for all the Steam games becoming. They had Linux versions, things like that.
Okay. So my understanding was that it was basically a probably slightly cheaper version of a PC that you can buy, as opposed to spending a little bit more on building yourself. Exactly. Less versatile PC.
It was like just for games. It was like someone who didn't want to go through the trouble of building a computer. They had this version.
Me.
Yeah. But then they ran into that problem where they didn't really regulate it at all. So everyone could make a Steam box, and it just became muddled.
Yeah. So that's our understanding of the Steam box. But big picture mode. Mark Mayfield, he posted that big picture mode. That's the thing I was trying to remember. But yeah, thank you for your question. So moving on to Ark Survival Evolved. That's something that's on Steam. It's about to officially leave early access and hit store shelves. You can actually buy a copy in a GameStop. In preparation for that, they've increased the price to a full retail of $60. Now, I might be insulting some people who are in chat and who read about this and fell on these lines, but hear me out. I'm going to insult you, and then hopefully I educate you.
And then bring you back.
And I'm going to bring you right back. There's a bunch of really stupid people out there who are destroying the reviews for this game, bring them all down to 1 stars and stuff, saying, "Oh, how dare they? This is an early access game. Why are they increasing the price to $60? Why would they do that? It's not even full retail yet." Here is why. If they're going to go full retail, if you buy the $20, well, you can't buy it anymore, but when you were able to buy the $20 early access game, you would get the full game when it came out. Now, if they're going to go into retail stores, the way that works is the retail stores like GameStop, they will buy X amount of copies from the developer. They stock those, and then when they need more, they will get more, and they will put another order in as they need them. Now, if GameStop sees that up until like a couple weeks or a month even, that people can buy it for $20 and their sales are skyrocketing because people are only buying the $20 version knowing that they're getting the full version, why would you buy that many games if you know that people are probably a lot less people are going to buy because they took advantage of the $20 price point.
Right.
So they're getting ahead of the curve.
It's a preemptive strike.
It's a preemptive strike. Now some people would say, oh, well, now you're just helping the game companies, like not the game companies, the game retail stores like GameStop, and you're not taking care of the people. You know who needs to be taken care of is the developer.
Right.
They are the ones who are selling their inventory.
Right.
They sell it to GameStop, and then they make money that way too. You're screwing them over, and that's not fair. That's just not fair. And
keep in mind that the actual folks that set those prices are the developers. Mm-hmm. It's up to them. That's why it's the abbreviation is MSRP. It's not RP, retail price.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
So it's supply and demand, man. It's the basic economics.
Yeah.
And I don't really have an issue with that at all. I mean, if they feel like their game is worth $60, guess what, dude? You're gonna pay $60 to get this fucking game. Well, that's the thing.
Right now, it's not.
Yeah.
And you just cursed it and shit.
Yes, I did.
I didn't start the timer.
Told you to.
I know. Actually, I didn't realize that Facebook does the timer for me.
Huh.
I don't have to do that anymore.
You're welcome, America.
Awesome. Thank you for your F. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah. One person that doesn't get... No, I was going to speak to something to what you were saying.
Yeah.
It was...
And then I said the F word.
And then you said the F word and completely...
I will say it again, too.
No. Please, God, don't. Please, no. It was...
I'll save it for later.
People... with words. Oh, so no, you were saying that it was if they think their game is worth $60. That's the thing. Right now, it's not.
Right.
Right now, their game is not worth $60. It's early access. They're still fixing bugs.
Right, which is fine.
It's not even ready to go out yet.
Right.
So that's why people are thinking like, oh, it's not worth it, and that's true. It's not worth it. Just don't buy it. Just now you have to wait. You should have helped them when they needed your money. Now you're just gonna have to wait.
Right, and that's the decision they made. And you have two choices: either if you don't think it's worth $60, great, then don't buy the game. If you do, great, buy the game. But if you're gonna just go because you're upset about it and make a 1-star review, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
You're wrong because guess what? You're making a review for a game that you didn't play.
Ah, that's true.
You didn't play the game.
You liar.
So, yeah, right. And I mean, like, that's what happens with Amazon reviews all the time, right? 1 star. I never got it. I canceled my order. Okay. Well, you're not reviewing the product.
Yeah.
Right.
It's so you should go back and erase your review.
I agree.
Don't be a dick.
So and that's fine. You can say dick. We love dicks here.
Dicks for days.
One of the vocal opponents is Dean Hall. Now, Dean Hall is the creator of DayZ. Now, if you're not familiar with DayZ, it was also an early access project. Kind of the biggest story, initially, like they weren't the first,
early access,
but they were kind of the pioneers of creating very, very popular games that were in early access, and it's still in early access. He tweeted, "Just so we're clear on my opinion, the price increase for Ark is effing outrageous." Now, he didn't put effing. He didn't even put the full word.
He did what I did.
No, he did the symbols thing and the for that.
Oh, come on.
So in response to that, though, Jeremy Steiglitz, one of Ark's main creators, said, "That's a little rich coming from Dean Hall, a person who didn't finish his own game."
Bang. Oh, snap. Where's my glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good response.
Dude, and he's working on a new game.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Finish your game.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. He didn't have anything to say. And what's really fascinating is I just thought about this is folks were like super excited about early access. We could just get rid of early access altogether, and then there's no story at all.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So moving on, weird news. Got some weird news. Some Xbox One users have reported a bizarre error message. Now, the title reads mock error title, and the message reads, "This would be some long description about the error. Read it and weep. And if you haven't looked up this phrase on the internet, please do. You will find a My Little Pony episode called Read It and Weep. Cloud Chasers and Wonderbolts, you'll never be forgotten." So this is obviously, when they were developing the OS or whatever you would call it, the error messages that would come out of Xbox Live or Xbox or whatever, they had this as a placeholder and somebody just forgot to take it out and somehow it popped up because somebody hit a button or did something weird. That's fine. That's, it's whatever. It's not big news. What I find concerning, though, is that there are bronies working at Microsoft. That's what makes me nervous.
Save us.
Save us, Y2J. But I think I was telling you guys earlier, I had a former boss that was a brony, and I didn't like him anyway, and I was just like, that's why you suck.
Mark Mayfield says, "Ew, bronies." I agree and I don't. Like, I found out, like, kind of like you, that a friend was a brony, and he's a great guy and not weird. It's just
it ain't for me, baby.
Everybody's into their own stuff, and it's kind of unusual that we met on Omegle somebody who is a sneeze fetishist, and I'm like excited and interested to learn about that, but then bronies, I'm like, I shouldn't judge. I'm not going to judge. I don't judge you. Go live your life, bronies. Do your brony stuff.
Do you, boo-boo.
Do you, boo-boo. Fans of Tales from the Borderlands and The Wolf Among Us were pretty disappointed by Telltale's head of communications, Job Stouffer's.
What an awful
Job
name.
Stouffer? Is it Job?
I'm gonna stuff these jobs.
I just realized, am I doing an Arrested Development thing? Job? It's Job, I guess. Job Stouffer's tweets. He tweeted in regards to Wolf Among Us, we'd kill to step back into that world someday, and we know our fans would too. And then in regards to Tales of the Borderlands, he said, as we've said before, we love that project with all of our hearts, but the next entry in the Borderlands story will be from Gearbox Software. Now, we know that Gearbox is working on Borderlands 3. It's going to be a long time before they're finished. They've got a lot left to work on. So we can take by those statements that we know, okay, so no Tales from the Borderlands, no Wolf Among Us for a very long time. Or will we?
However,
a couple days later, Telltale announces a new season of The Wolf Among Us coming late 2018.
Hells to the yeah!
And then Borderlands is still going to be. They're basically waiting for Gearbox to say, yeah, make another one, but they're not going to do that before they have Borderlands 3 out. So I don't get the hype. I played 2 episodes of Wolf Among Us, and I just.
That game was so good.
It really was.
Walking Dead Season 1 and Tales of the Borderlands Season 1 are
tied for
1A, 1B.
I mean, and it's 2 different kinds of games.
100%.
So it's really hard to.
100%. Right, which is why I couldn't pick one or the other. However, right below it is Wolf Among Us Season 1 because, and the reason why I think it's right there is because I know the Walking Dead universe. I know the Borderlands universe. I don't know anything about Fables other than it's a graphic novel that's apparently really good. I had no idea what I was walking into. All I knew is that, all right, I know who Snow White is. I know who the big bad wolf is. And then I found out, no, I don't really. And it's really well told. It's super pretty. It doesn't have, for the most part, it doesn't have all the crazy bugs that the Walking Dead stuff did, but and great music too, and a super awesome narrative. You need to give it another shot, and everyone here needs to go play it.
I have it. Absolutely. I mean, it was a PlayStation Plus free game, so yes. I have it. I'll try it again. Now, this is not going to be a sequel. I see that. This is not going to be a sequel because apparently it ends with like a teaser or something. It is going to be
a hell of a cliffhanger.
It's going to have the same characters, but it's not going to be a continuation of that. I don't remember any other details, but Ariana Amy Stevens says, "Wolf Among Us, Big Me, my baby."
Yep. That's my little sister right there.
All right. Well, I'll try it again. I just
you definitely need to.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Didn't pull me in.
Everyone likes the big bad wolf, Josh.
Yeah. Well, you know what I really, really did like was Layers of Fear. That was a game that came out around the time of PT officially getting canceled, or Silent Hills officially getting canceled. And it was definitely, they called it a spiritual successor. It was clearly inspired by PT, 100% inspired by PT. And it was surprisingly polished, even when it was in early development. And then when it left early development, it was just a perfectly polished game. It looked like any AAA horror game. It was fantastic. I absolutely loved it. Now, the developer Bloober is releasing a new game on August 15th. A lot of games coming out on that day. Called Observer. Now, Observer, first of all, Layers of Fear again. Favorite all-time horror games. And it looks like oh, yes. It goes PT, like all the way at the top, and then Layers of Fear just like a close second right there.
Just like the second layer?
Mm-hmm. Just like the second layer, yeah. So, it looks like Observer's going to have a similar style of like mind-warping gameplay. So in Layers of Fear, you look at a door or something and it won't open, you turn around, all of a sudden the room behind you is completely different.
Sure.
Kind of like stuff that PT would do. And the game is going to be set in 2084. and people use neural implants to mask themselves from the world around them. You play as an observer that can hack into the minds of others. Now, the tech you're using isn't refined, and you'll come across lots of glitches and sudden scene changes as their memories flicker in and out of existence. The game is coming out August 15th for PS4, Xbox One, PC, Mac, and Linux. Not even doing the whole early development thing.
They're going for it, huh?
And I watched gameplay of this, and it's just... It is twisted. It is just mind F. Everything is just, it's crazy. It looks awesome. I highly recommend people.
The guy looks like John Voight a little bit.
I think, I forgot who it was, but there is some actor that is on there.
Somebody that we would know. Gotcha.
So, no. That's Angelina Jolie's dad that you were talking about.
Yeah.
No, that's not him.
Okay.
But that did look like him.
Yeah, it did look like him.
We're playing the clip right now for our audio listeners. We're playing the clip, and
so
it did look like
just a quick sidebar. You were saying it's your favorite, Layers of Fear is your favorite horror game of all time?
No, I'd say PT is. But I mean, it wasn't even a full game, so I can't really give it that title. But only because of that, I'm going to say that, yeah.
You haven't played Until Dawn then?
I have played Until Dawn. Until Dawn's number 3.
Okay,
that's number 3.
You're forgiven.
Yeah, no, I mean, Until Dawn is absolutely.
God, it's so good.
You know what? I want to even say there's got to be another one though. I can't think of another one, but actually maybe just because I can't think of
Hills or anything.
Yeah, I was like, Silent Hill 2.
No, I mean, okay, so when they came out, sure. But going back to that, I think
they don't hold up really well.
Yeah, the mechanics or whatever. I mean, a game like this is not is even if when the graphics are not that pretty anymore, it's still mind screw. That's like System Shock 2. System Shock 2, you can still go back to.
Yeah,
and the graphics aren't that great, but it's still
It's System Shock 2.
Yeah,
with one of the best villains of all time, in my opinion.
So, Ariana Amy Stevens says, I am ready for another horror game. Same here. And there's lots of ones out there, and some of them are okay, and some of them are not. This is definitely, I highly recommend this. And if you haven't played, as Mark Mayfield calls, Onions of Fear, then I recommend Layers of Fear. Start with Layers of Fear.
Oh, I get it. Aha, yeah. Mark, stop.
Try it out. I recommend everybody try it out. It's fantastic. So, the next thing, I'm so excited for this.
Oh, boy.
I'm so excited to talk about this. Super hot.
Why are you saying it like that?
Super hot.
Why are you saying
really never heard of this game?
No, dude.
I can't believe it. It's
I have no idea what the hell's happening.
Okay, so I heard about this game years ago, back when this game was a browser game.
Okay.
And I played the browser version, and then they made a full retail game.
Wait a second.
And
you've heard of it.
Wait, is it like
time
you
only
just
moves
kinda,
when you move?
Time moves when you move.
Oh, then no, I have no idea what's happening.
Really?
Okay.
Oh man.
So the whole thing is like this thing, and it mind F's you the entire time. But Super Hot just came out for PlayStation VR. Why didn't they advertise this? They said that, oh yeah, it's going to come to PSVR, and then they never gave us a date. They just said it'll come out. And then all of a sudden, I'm looking online, and it's like, oh, Super Hot came out for PSVR. What? And I bought it immediately. Didn't even look at a review, didn't anything. I bought it, and I got to tell you, oh my God, it is so good in PlayStation VR.
Okay.
The things I was doing, I was working out this morning for an hour and a half. I'm doing crunches, I'm doing squats, I'm doing kind of crazy moves with my obliques, and I'm sweating.
Zumba.
It's cardio. I mean, it's amazing.
But but all I see is slashes and punches and stuff. So
we'll play it later.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna play it later.
Okay.
And it's gonna blow your mind. And
okay.
I think this is what made me more of a believer in VR.
Yeah,
something like this.
Okay.
These kind of unique experiences.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I want you to post afterwards that I was totally right and that this is the best.
Should we do a let's play of it? Do you have time for that?
Maybe.
We'll
talk about that later.
Stay tuned.
Or see how good you are.
Yeah.
Probably terrible. Who cares?
Well, I mean, that'll make the video better. Well, oh my God.
Yeah.
That's the episode is not over.
me breaking Josh's VR. That's our next let's play.
So I definitely I messed this up. I messed up our.
Oh my God! You fucking cut us.
No, I didn't. No, we're not cut. And thanks for cursing again. By the way,
I told you I was holding on to it.
I messed things up in the audio. This isn't gonna make any sense, but we're just gonna move on to Pixelmon.
Okay.
Now, Pixelmon is a Pokemon mod for Minecraft, and it's getting shut down after a request specifically from the Pokemon Company. The development team posted on their forum. This is heartbreaking right here. We had, and I wish I should have had a song ready for this, just like sad violins.
Someone play Lavender Town's theme really low.
Okay.
And just listen. And just listen to us.
We have had a great time making this mod and creating such a wonderful community, but after a request from the Pokemon Company, we will be shutting our doors. I'm sorry for the disappointment this will cause, but let's remember all the great times we had playing Pixelmon, discussing Pokemon, making awesome things inside this mod, and everything else we've done. Fuck you, Pokemon Company. I get one too.
Well, yeah, of course.
Dude, okay, so I have a big beef with the Pokemon Company. I understand licenses, and I understand this is copyright and all that stuff. Whatever. Dude, this is freaking a small community. I've never even heard of them. This is a small community. Let them enjoy your product. It's not hurting it. They're not charging.
Right.
They're not charging for this. This is free. Let them do their thing. They're not making money off it. Let them enjoy it. And then also, Pokemon Company, because you actually might be listening right now. That's a thing.
That is a thing.
They might be listening. You want to know why they might be listening?
Yeah,
they gave us a copyright strike. Last week,
here we go.
They hit us with a copyright strike because we played their stupid little teaser video for some mysterious thing with aliens that was going to happen with Pokemon. And you know what? I looked up all this stuff about copyright fair use laws. We are completely covered by that.
We're coming for you, Pokemon Company.
We're completely covered by that. You cannot hit us with a copyright strike. We have every right to play that video.
We don't even need an attorney.
Like, we don't.
We represent ourselves. No, I will.
Yes.
No, I will.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
F you and the A, Pokemon Company. And you know what, by the way, guys? If
yeah, we're not done yet. We're not done.
No. This is for our listeners.
Yeah.
If you didn't, if you saw the last episode, and you saw that weird video, and we were speculating, oh, maybe it's another Pokemon game. Guess what it is? It's an expansion of their Pokemon Trainer in Japan site, and it's just adding mini games and what was it? It's mini games, manga, whatever. Nobody cares about manga.
Hey,
and
watch yourself.
I know. And it just has detailed lore.
See, this is why I'm representing us.
Ancient ruins, Ultra Beasts, and references to events directly in the Pokemon games, and it's only on the Japanese site.
I do have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
What's up?
Before I say anything.
Any idea how far along in the mod development they were? I mean, was it near?
I think it was
release,
just,
or was it just something?
I don't think they were going for full release. I think it was just like open source.
I mean, companies have to protect their IPs, so I mean, they have to shut something like this down because if someone comes along who does try to make money off it, they're going to point back at that. But they're going to point back at that and be like, well, why don't you shut them down?
100%.
So
that was what I was going to say, too.
Set precedent.
But
second, a lot of times they will wait until something is very near completion. So there was that Super Metroid 2 thing that was created. They waited until the very end to shut it down. That way it is out there.
Same thing.
Yeah, it is out there for the public, but it's shut down officially. So that way they can still enjoy it. So they're not trying to be the bad guy as much as I think you're making them out to be.
And that's what's fascinating.
I still stand by the copyright strike.
Totally, you're absolutely right.
You changed my mind though. Right. You did change my mind about that. That's a very valid point.
Yeah, and I mean, like, that's what's funny is because the moment that these things are announced, everyone's all up in arms about it, right? But if it was yours, you wouldn't want them to use it.
I would know. I mean, I'm
not talking to you specifically. I'm just saying as a generality.
No, I got you. I mean, I would be touched that they were doing something like that. If they were making money, then I'd be like, no, you either give me a giant cut, like 90%, or you shut this down now.
But the question is like, yo, why are you using my Jigglypuff like that?
Yeah,
maybe I didn't want you to use my Jigglypuff like that.
Well, I mean, there's that. Yeah.
Yes, there is an innuendo attached to this.
Well, why don't they focus their efforts a little bit more on those weird ads that I'm getting for Facebook talking about this open world RPG that's not even called Pokemon, but it has
the UI. Yeah, those are my favorites. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. Yeah, I'm sure those are making money.
So Mark Mayfield says Pokemon won't make a good MMO, but would shut down some small.
That's a lie, Mark Mayfield.
Rage, we want the gold, sucker. All right, so the next thing is Undertale. It's coming to PS4
Finally.
and Vita on August 15th.
I would be buying it on my Vita.
I played it and I stopped because I didn't get it. Like, it gives you the option to talk to people as opposed to fighting them, and I didn't want it to be some kind of weird thing where it turned out like at the end I get this terrible ending because I fought and killed everything.
Josh only knows violence.
I only understand violence. Like the whole talking thing.
Get the evil ending, dog.
It's not really that interesting.
That was the ending you wanted.
I think I'm gonna have to do that. I'll play it again. But
here's the funny thing about that is it made me think of Dishonored because that kind of it lost its luster for me because I don't really like stealth games very much. Also, I'm not really good at them. And actually, Assassin's Creed I was pretty good at, but I didn't really have a lot of fun with it, even though like it's top 10 of the year. I was just like, it's not very fun. I want to kill stuff, but I think that using because the difference obviously between Dishonored and Undertale is that you're more incapacitating people, but from what I understand, you can tell me if I'm wrong, Undertale, you're just like, are you talking your way out of situations?
Yeah, like you come up to somebody and then you can either talk or fight, and you have to. So
you're in the boss battle, but you're like, hold on, Mr. Skeleton Dude.
We don't have to fight, y'all, and it's just weird. I don't know.
I mean, I guess I can see that.
And it's so much easier to fight, though. That's the thing. It's so much easier just to you kill them. It was just the whole thing was weird, and then especially in the beginning, there's a lot of weird innuendos.
Yeah.
Like this little flower comes up to me and he's like, "Oh, hey, now that you're in this underworld place, I'm going to spray you with something. It's white and it's dripping, and I'm gonna hit you in the face with it."
Awesome.
I'm like, "Oh, what are you talking about?" And then it's like, "It's acid rain, man."
Oh,
or
nice.
pollen, or which is still flower
semen
stuff. Yeah.
Let's just say it.
Semen.
Flower semen.
Semen.
Flowerman. So the question for me, I guess, is because looking at video of it, the battle system looked very Earthbound. Is that an accurate?
I never played
portrayal. Oh God.
I know.
Oh, Josh.
Me neither. But be mad at him.
Oh,
okay.
Josh.
I'll be the martyr.
Yeah. Right.
All right. So the last piece of news, and we actually got through that very, very quickly. I wish we had more content. Bethesda.
We can make more content.
Yeah.
Now I had to change this because Tristan, you said that this already happened. Bethesda got rid of the season pass for Doom, and they're going to give away all the multiplayer DLC content for free. Now, the thing that would upset me if I bought the season pass is the season pass owners are not getting a refund. So they paid all this money, they got all this content, and then after a year, they're like, okay, well, we're just going to give it away for free.
That's very interesting coming from you defending Ark like 10 minutes ago for raising their price.
It's the opposite.
It's the exact same argument. Supply and demand, 100%. That's why games drop in price.
This is literally the opposite.
So should you not support the developers?
Hold on, but
so you shouldn't pay for the season pass?
No, but it's false assumptions. Like they are saying, okay, so you have to pay for this, and then if you don't pay for this, you won't get the content.
Okay.
So it's an assumed thing that if you're going to buy something, they're not going to just give it away a year later. And I understand, yes, supporting the developers.
I mean, what about Game of the Year editions?
Yeah.
For games that don't win Game of the Year, they have all their DLC packed into the same $60 price. Why don't those?
It's either that.
No, I don't want to be wrong.
It's either that. I was actually listening to a podcast a couple of days ago about folks talking about a game dropping in price and then the season pass still being $30.
Right.
So then it's like, should the season pass be dropped? So yeah.
You guys are.
I wish we had like a banner that just says Josh is wrong.
Yeah, Doom is $15 right now. Buy it if you haven't.
Yeah.
Single player is fantastic.
I played the demo.
Who cares about the multiplayer?
I played the demo and it was okay. Like I enjoyed it, but it wasn't.
Wait, you
enough
haven't
to pull
played
me
Doom?
In. No, I played the demo. Man. I played the demo. That was
but
it.
You haven't.
I haven't beaten it.
It's on my GameFly.
You need it.
You have played it, or you have?
I have played it. Yeah, it's really fun. And it has surprisingly one of the best soundtracks in any game I've ever played.
It did take me a while to get into it.
Yeah.
And then once it clicked, it was fantastic.
That was kind of the thing. It was the fast-paced nature of it, and I don't like. I like taking my games slow. I like thinking about what I'm going to do next, and it was so fast-paced that I just felt like I wasn't going to.
No, didn't get any like adrenaline rush or anything. Nothing.
Nah.
What about you?
I get an adrenaline rush when I'm like surrounded by like 100 freaking enemies.
That's damn.
And I need to do like a couple things to take them all down. But it's like, okay, there's 100 guys, and you need to do 100 things, back to back. Like,
but I'd argue you're more badass because you can successfully do 100 things and survive the whole thing.
That's true. Stop being right. I'm the host. I want to be right. I want to be right. Stop it.
Stop it, guys. Gee willikers.
Mark Mayfield says Josh likes his foreplay in gaming. That is true. That is true. I need to be wined and dined before you thrust 2,000 guys at me.
You're not about the main event.
All right, so before we move on to viewer questions, which we might not get this week, so we're going to talk a long time about, and by the way, if you are watching, you can send us your viewer questions in chat, or if you're not watching right now and you're listening to this later or watching this later, you can send us a message at facebook.com/downrightfiercegaming, and we will answer your questions on the air. Now we're gonna, before we go into that, we're gonna talk about what we're playing. I will go last because I have a lot to say about Super Alt.
Okay.
Tristan, what are you playing, bud?
Still playing PUBG. I got my chicken dinner win in 2, so now I'll have
What
to
does that
solo.
mean? I see it everywhere, and I'm just like, what? I mean, I like chicken too, but like, what the hell?
So when you win, it just says winner, winner, chicken dinner. So people call it getting the chicken dinner.
So it's just when you win?
Yeah.
Does winning not happen often?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I've
You're going up against, it's
I've won
versus
one 4v4, like 4 squad game out of maybe 20 or 30 that I've played.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
I mean, well, it's you're either 1 or 2 or 4 people teams against like 75, right?
Yeah, it's 100 other players. So you're either going to be 25 teams of 4, 50 teams of 2.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes more sense. So that's why people were excited about it. Okay.
Yeah, so...
Because I was like, all right, cool. I'd rather have a steak, but that's all right.
Yeah, so all I have left is the single-player chicken dinner.
Yeah.
And I've also been playing the Necromancer in D3. The new season just started.
I heard that it is amazing.
Oh, yeah. I've always loved the Necromancer class. Feels really great to blow up some corpses.
Nice.
I feel like I can't go back. I told you my Diablo 3 story, right?
No. Oh, did he? Did you?
Well... For the uninclined. So I bought Diablo 3 day 1, and me and 2 of my friends were playing it, and it was good. I had fun, but I was like, there's something missing here. It's an all right game, but it was all right game, but whatever. So then I got. We were near the end of the game. I got super fucking wasted. Sorry, and and that's a new record for me. Nice. And then next thing I know, I woke up and it was after the game was over.
I do remember you telling me.
So yeah, I beat the game blackout drunk. I think I beat it in probably in the first week and a half. And then I was like, yeah, this kind of sucked. So I emailed Blizzard, and they gave me a full refund.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, Diablo's not about the story.
Right.
So
here's the thing, though. I currently own the whatever the Evil Edition, I don't remember what it was called anymore, on PS4 when it was like $15. It has not even been open.
Right.
Now, Mark Mayfield says he refuses to pay for the Necromancer.
Why?
Yeah, I mean, do you have an argument?
Are you against dead people?
To contradict him, or?
I mean, this is a game that we paid.
Well, I was gonna say defend paying just for a class.
So it's a DLC.
It's a fully. I mean, it is $15. That is a little bit steep.
And it's just just the class.
Well,
right?
yeah. I mean, it's the class. You get cosmetic items in all the different Blizzard games.
Sure.
But I mean, it's a new edition that livens up the game. I mean, the game has been out for several years,
right?
And this is the newest piece of content. I mean, I don't really see a problem with paying $15. If you play WoW or something, you can sell a gold token, so you don't even have to pay real money. So they kind of build their whole system together.
Right.
I mean, I play Diablo like I play Destiny, where I'll get super into it for maybe a couple weeks, month or two, and then I'll just put it down and then come back to it. So.
Is it like your intermediary between like new releases or something like that?
Not even. I mean, sometimes it's just like I feel like watching Netflix or something, so I'm just gonna play Diablo. Don't really have to focus on it. I love ARPGs for that. So action role playing games.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Now, Jacob, what are you playing?
Still playing Persona 5.
Yeah.
Let's see. I haven't played it super, but I'm almost at 90 hours now, so still not even close to the.
I'm actually. I think I'm like 80 something hours. I'm catching up to you.
Yeah. What palace are you in? Number, obviously.
Our numbers are dropping. Our both on here and in the game. Our numbers, like it was after the principal and the chick's dad dies.
Okay.
So after that, our numbers are dropping, and I'm in between palaces right now.
Okay. Gotcha. What date?
October.
Okay.
I think.
I'm in November.
Okay, yeah, I'm catching up to you.
Yeah,
You gotta play more
no,
bars and get people to make fun of you.
Yeah, no. Spoiler cast soon whenever we're done.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. As soon as we're all done, we're going to have a spoiler cast, and it's going to be fantastic. All right, so we
might be like 5 months too late, but I don't care.
We are doing good on time. We don't have any questions, but we're going to move on to video game 20 questions. That's where then they ask questions, and then I say yes or no, or sometimes or maybe, or...
Is it super hot?
Oh, well,
and
that's it. And that's it. That's the end of the episode, guys. Good night. Or be careful with that one. So, start.
Okay.
Go for it. Go for my favorite.
The age old. Did it come out before? Before? Yeah. Let's go with before January 1, 2000.
No.
Okay.
All right.
That is one.
This one. Let's see.
Is it a fighting game?
No.
I was gonna go with the age old. Is it an RPG? G. You have to check. Interesting.
No. I wanted to make sure because I don't want to keep opening this. I wanted to make sure I memorize all the things about it.
Gotcha. But that was the question.
Yeah.
It is.
No, it's not an. Oh, you're asking?
Yes.
No, it's not an RPG.
Okay.
That is 3.
Tree.
Trace.
Did it come out for the Xbox 360, PS3 era?
Yes.
Okay. So not an RPG.
Not a fighting game.
Not a fighting game. Let's see.
Do you want to narrow down platform? You want to keep going genre?
Let's see. Is it a sci-fi game?
No.
Okay. Is it a first-person shooter?
Nope.
Okay.
I look really evil right now. It's on the video.
Which you should be watching on Facebook. Actually, no, on... Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention... Oh, no, I have it on here, though. I have it on here.
Okay, at the end.
Nope, I didn't have that on there. I'm going to have to add it. YouTube.com/DownrightFierceGaming.
We did it, Reddit.
We did it, guys.
Yeah.
We did it. We got our subscribers. So if you want to see our videos on demand, youtube.com/DownrightFierceGaming.
Indeed.
Are you down?
Are you down? We're gonna have a shirt. We're gonna have a shirt that says "Are you down?"
Are you down?
Yeah.
You sure it's not copyrighted somewhere?
Probably.
All right. Yeah, that's not. That wasn't a question.
Yes.
Let's see. So
not RPG, not first-person shooter, not sci-fi. Xbox 360, PS3 era. Do we go exclusive? What do we do?
Oh man. Sure. Why not?
Was it an exclusive when it was originally released?
No.
Okay.
It's been a while since we had a game that was not exclusive.
Yeah, that makes it even more interesting. But
now I want to. I forgot what the question was, so this will actually help. You asked a question last week that. Oh yeah, now I remember. That we learned would be a great help in future.
Yeah, I think it was Brandon that asked that. But
yeah, it was one of you. It was one of you. Yeah.
And I've forgotten it completely.
Awesome. Yeah. Oh, let's see. So that's helpful.
Was it part of a series of games? Like.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It's okay. Yeah. Good question. But the first one. Well, I guess that's a question.
I mean, I'll let you guys know when I run out of games and I start doing sequels. There were a couple of games I wanted to do. So we can safely say, I almost did Final Fantasy X for this one, but we've been staying away from the sequels. And even though each Final Fantasy is completely different than the other ones, I didn't really want to. That makes it a little tricky. That would have gotten really deep, like Resident Evil 2 or something like that. Right. So I've been staying away from that.
Okay, so not exclusive. Part of the series.
Part of the series.
I mean, do you want to see if it was the first in the series?
Well, I mean, I figured you just kind of stated that, right?
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's for the foreseeable future. It will.
Free question.
Unless it's something like Star Fox. No,
sure.
Like Star Fox 64. Like it's such a large departure from Metal Gear Solid, which is different than
Metal Gear. Right.
You know, so unless it's a giant departure, it's going to be the
safe
first
to
one.
assume, at least for now, until you chop us later.
Like Prey. Prey is
Let's see. So not first person shooter, not an RPG. Not console exclusive. Let's see.
Some questions.
Yeah, I'm just talking it out to see if anything pops in my head at the
I mean, you have like nothing to go off of. I would just narrow down. By the way, I want to propose something. Next week, I would love it if you guys pick a game and then I try to guess it.
I've asked that before, yeah.
When we go to the bars afterwards, like they do video game 20 questions. What did I get? I got it in like 8 last time.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I got in 8 questions.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Pretty good at video game 20 questions.
Yeah, that's why I'd be better.
And we might need to stall for time. So if you guys want to think of one, then we can do that.
Jeopardy. Or hell, we could do it right afterwards if we want.
Let's do it right afterwards. Why not?
Okay,
we got time.
Yeah.
But I seriously, I overestimated how long the news would take.
Yeah.
I thought it was because there's, I mean, the Ataribox, all that stuff. I thought it was going to take a while, and we have a lot of time, so let's do that.
Okay.
Cool.
Let's see. So
We'll handle
back
it
to
afterwards. Though.
All right.
Do you play as a human?
Yes.
Good question.
Okay.
Oh man.
That's 9.
Good lord.
And the record's 12.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about the record.
Yeah.
I just assumed not.
Yeah.
I was happiest with getting it on the 20th.
As long as we get it.
Yeah. Either way. Okay. So. PS3 series. He plays a human. God.
Can you hear me, God?
All right. My name's Jimmy. It doesn't matter what your name is.
Do you play as more than one character?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
But be careful with that one.
Oh, great.
Yes. But be careful with that one.
Not
exclusive. It's funny because the name I thought of isn't definitely not it, but
it's gonna be like Brandon last week and Bully. He's like, I was thinking Bully, but it can't be Bully. Well, why can't it be Bully? Town is city.
That's awesome.
I cannot wait to make a shirt that says Town is city. That's gonna be so good.
Just ridiculous. Okay. PS3, Xbox 360. Oh my God.
I think we should narrow down camera style.
Okay. Is it third person?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
Okay, 100%. Not.
Yeah,
not
no, it is.
Okay,
it's
third person.
Not a shooter.
But no. It's not a FPS.
Oh right. So it could be.
But because which made me think of like Ratchet and Clank immediately.
But that's an exclusive. Yeah.
Not anymore. If I recall correctly.
Did it come out?
I feel like it came out on no, maybe I'm wrong.
No, I think that's always been Sony.
See, damn. Because I started thinking of Ratchet and Sly and stuff.
We are past 10 questions. So if you're watching and you want to throw out a question that you think will help, if it's good, I will let them know, and then I will say, don't look at the phone. Don't look at the phone.
No, dude, I don't have to look at the phone. He's always in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't even looking at the phone. I was talking to the camera. I was talking to Mayfield.
I will let them know, hey, there's a good question in chat, and then they can use one of your questions.
Let's see. So, man, where are you?
You play one character. It's third person.
No, be careful with that. Remember?
What?
No, it was the be careful with the camera.
Oh no! I thought you said no. You said
be careful with
multiple characters.
Multiple characters.
Oh right.
Yes.
I wasn't careful.
Right.
I was careless.
Yeah. Be careless with that.
Be careless.
Be carefree with that one. Just have fun.
Man. Okay.
Let's see.
Every week, Mark asks, "Do you breathe fire?"
Hey, if nothing else, he's consistent.
Yep.
Okay. That'll be question 20.
Yeah.
If we get that far.
Well, no, he asked question 20.
Yeah, I asked question 20.
Oh,
it's
right.
to help you out.
So he's 19.
That's question 19.
So he's 19. You say yes, I'm going to lose my mind.
So a human that breathes fire.
Yeah, right.
Interesting.
It's video games, right? Anything is possible.
Games,
okay. Human, not RPG, not an FPS,
not exclusive.
I mean, you don't even know what kind of game it is.
Right. That's why. Yeah.
You know, it's a video game.
Yes, that's 12.
Right. Yeah. Right.
That was a statement. That was not a question.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
You had a higher inflection at the end of that. Though. It was a video game. No, you didn't. I'm making that up.
All right.
Screw it. Is it a horror game?
Yes.
Oh.
Nice. Good.
All right. So what are you thinking?
Okay.
This is 12.
Yeah. Oh my god.
No, you don't.
We would have to.
You don't know enough.
Yeah.
There's no way. don't waste it, you know.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so horror. Oh my god.
Oh, and Mark does say the Dragonborn can breathe fire. So
Okay, so just it's a horror game.
Mm-hmm.
You play as a human.
should I cover my mouth so I don't smile?
Okay.
You sort of play as
You
other
know what?
characters.
I'm just gonna go for it. Is it Fatal Frame?
Do you want to guess that?
Go for it.
No.
Oh my god!
We lost.
Jesus Christ! Why the pregnant pause?
Because now
I
the
felt so
game is
good.
over.
Yeah.
You know, we'll just screw the rules. Let's just keep going. Just stop. That counts for 2. That's 2 guesses.
Why is it 2 guesses?
Because you're guessing a game. Like, the whole idea is, like, when you guess the game, like, that's it. Otherwise, there's no consequences to just, ruling out games.
I don't think you can do that. That would have had to be discussed prior.
Fine. All right. That's just 1 at least.
Yeah,
Breaking the
because and the reason why I say that is I was struggling with the fact that I was either going to go for the jugular or ask if you choose
That
a
came
camera.
out for the PlayStation 2.
But it also came out on the Xbox 360.
When we talk about these games, we talk about, like, when they, like, initially came out.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Not, re-release.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. It was still a good guess.
Still like
I stand by it.
No, it was a terrible guess because it came out for PS2.
No, it was. It was great.
There's no stupid guesses,
awful.
Josh.
Yeah.
Only stupid people.
Remember, the one who was wrong earlier was you.
Me, multiple times.
Y-O-U.
Me.
Okay, so
All right,
So we're
back
on
to horror.
13. Horror game. Mark suggests guessing a game counts for 5 questions. I like that.
Mark,
I
you
agree.
are fired as a producer.
Yeah.
But please continue to give money.
I said first-person shooter, right?
Yes, you did. But it being a horror game, I think that's a pretty...
I mean,
not necessarily.
you asked later if it was third person.
Yeah. But I said first-person shooter earlier.
You did.
Yeah.
And third person
How can you have a
shooter-
third person, first person shooter?
No, but I wanted to make sure that I said specifically first-person shooters, did not exclude shooting as a part
I
of.
gotcha.
of the
I
game.
gotcha. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Right.
Cool. Sorry. Cool.
Okay.
Let's see.
We might not be able to do a second video game 20 questions.
Yeah.
Again, I underestimated this. I underestimated the amount
Dude,
of time.
you gotta think about one thing. If Jacob's on the show, 20 questions is gonna take a long
A lot
time.
of dead air.
That is true. All right, so we're on 13 questions.
Okay. Let's see. So
Actually, I'm so confident in my ability to get 20 questions super quick that
okay.
I will take that challenge. I think we could stay under our regular time if we
Okay.
do an additional 20 questions after.
Is it cooperative?
No.
Okay. Well,
But yet multiple
not
characters
cooperate with
is
you.
be careful with that.
mm-hmm.
Horror game. PS3-ish generation-ish.
Oh.
What?
Wait, you said it's not science fiction. Never mind.
Right.
I was thinking Dead Space.
Oh yeah. That would fit pretty much everything else.
I think that was really
It's-
the game that you were talking about.
No, that's definitely science fiction. Yeah,
Oh,
I
it's
didn't
in
want
space,
I didn't want to give it to you. I didn't want you to
Yeah.
say like, okay, well now I definitely know it's not Dead Space, but yeah, that's definitely science fiction.
Yeah.
But that's also
Not the game.
it's also no, I mean it's also horror though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
that, I
100%.
think okay, so then it would be: is it science fiction? And yes, is it horror? Yes. So okay, yeah, we're good. Okay.
Okay. Word. Yeah, because then that would be 2 separate questions, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Because saying it's hard doesn't necessarily mean it's not.
Rule
sci-fi.
out anything else.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because what's aliens if it's not both of those things,
Exactly.
right?
Okay. Cool.
Okay. So horror.
Horror.
I can't think of a single horror game that came out that genre, and I know that I'm going to look back on that statement and say that I'm
Yep.
dumb.
You sure are.
But at least I'm not
15
wrong,
now.
like Josh is.
We'll see.
I'm gonna bury that in
We'll
the
see.
ground,
We got
man.
6 more questions.
Yeah,
we'll
man.
see.
Okay. So I know, right? The night is young. Question wise.
We shouldn't have stopped him from naming all his favorite horror games.
Ah.
That was good harmony.
It's a ebony, ivory. Okay. All right.
Let's see.
I mean, again, this is definitely not me saying that, because I know the answer. Like, this is what I would do if I was in your position. Find out what kind of game it is. You don't know. Like, you know,
Which
it's
is
not a
funny 'cause they have a
first-person
decent
shooter.
amount of
That's what I'm saying.
info.
So you've ruled that out. What else is there?
I mean, we know it's third person.
Because like all the questions that are coming from it aren't
Should we
yes
try
or
to figure
no.
out what kind of horror game it is?
Yeah. Because but that was my problem. Is like all the questions.
I mean,
think
it
of
could
are
be a
not
puzzle
yes or
game.
no.
You don't know. A horror puzzle game. I can't think of a single one of those.
I know, right?
That one, yeah.
No,
Maybe-
don't get hung up on puzzle.
We might be able to narrow it down. Was it developed in the United States?
Good question. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Because if we can narrow down like what that is, that might help a little bit.
Josh, earmuffs?
Why do I have to earmuffs?
Because I don't want this to be one of our questions if we don't think it should be asked.
But why would I need to be
I kind of want to
earmuffs?
ask, are there zombies in it?
Oh.
Why would I need to earmuff myself for that?
Because you've been trying to double charge us for questions. You've been crazy today. You need to chill out.
You need to take a chill
You
pill.
need to
I
calm
promise I'm
down.
not going to double charge you for asking if there's zombies.
I didn't ask that.
I think that's a good question.
I will let you do
All right,
that.
are there zombies?
Yeah.
Yep. That's 2 questions.
Okay. It's not co-op, which
so
takes
that's
Left 4
16.
Dead out.
You know what I'm thinking?
Dead Rising?
Oh, I was not thinking that.
What were you thinking?
But he just started smiling.
No.
Well, that's Capcom, so that's not U.S.
No, I'm not smiling. I'm preparing because I see you're onto something. I want to hide my face.
I think it's a game that Josh likes a lot,
Okay, fire. Well,
but I don't know if it was third person.
what game are you thinking?
State of Decay.
Oh, I know nothing about that.
Yeah,
Do you know anything about it that would narrow it down? Does it start with state of it?
is there base building in it?
No.
Okay, maybe. I
Not,
don't know.
not
as much-
really.
Is
no.
that a big careful with that?
No, it's not even a big careful with that one. Like, I'm going to say a firm no.
Okay.
But, no.
Okay.
But here's the question though. Going back to your point about Capcom, that doesn't necessarily mean it was developed overseas.
That's like a super Japanese game, though, isn't it? I mean, just
Dead
the whole way
Rising?
it plays.
Yeah. Man.
I mean, that's a really good guess.
Yeah, dude. Like as soon as you said zombies, that's immediately where my mind went.
Yeah.
I can't think of a solid other one that has anything.
We'll try to
Wait
narrow
a
it down.
minute.
Oh.
Nope, that's FPS. Let's see, because like that's the only caveat. Then if it's developed here, then I think it's a winner, or at least close to it. But like if it's a zombie game, horror game, non-FPS,
Try to
which is
narrow it down
huge.
something more for that.
So I guess if my hunch is right, then what can we use that we've already asked to eliminate it? That would be the issue.
I mean, you don't really play as multiple characters. You have characters follow you around. I guess giving them commands.
Yeah, so that would kind of eliminate that, wouldn't it?
Yes, that would. I know you're not asking that as a question. Yes, that would. I was waiting for you to find something there.
Yeah, that's why I asked
I can't
that.
remember the previous questions,
Right.
and I'd be like, yeah, that absolutely would.
Which means
Like,
I'm
it's
back at
still like,
nothing.
be careful with that one, but that's not.
Yeah,
not like that.
No, giving
no.
something a command is not.
Yeah,
exactly.
right.
Exactly. Like you.
But you're
control-
Mega Man, though. Let's see. Okay, so what other horror game that
was multi-platform.
that was multi-platform has zombies?
Damn it.
Oh,
And it can't be like a Resident Evil because he said it's not. It has to be like the first in a series.
right. Actually, but that's a good point, though. It's in a series.
17.
And I can't think of
3
anything
questions. 2 questions, really.
that's multi-platform.
Zombies.
And damn, you know what I was gonna say? I was saving my 20th question for are there zombies?
Oh, really nice.
So now I don't know.
So now you
Like,
think of an even better one.
I cannot.
Yeah, you can't even think of another
like,
one.
Yeah.
Man, okay. Say
What are we on? 17?
17. Yeah.
3.
Are there boobs in it? No. Yeah, right. Well,
I mean, we could try to narrow down the gender of the protagonist.
Interesting, but man, okay. If you say if we ask that you say it was in a female, you say be careful with that. I'm gonna lose my mind. Like what? Because see that doesn't narrow it down for me at all. Would it for you?
I mean, it would be it would be a much smaller list. I don't know what the list is.
Yeah, yeah. I guess it would eliminate something. I
mean, say is the 18? Because Mark do you breathe fire is 19.
Yeah.
Do you breathe fire in Dead Rising? I would actually believe that. Okay. Is the main character female?
The main character is not female.
Okay.
Okay.
The main character's not.
Main character is not female.
Are you kidding me?
Oh
God.
Okay.
I'm just smiling because I feel like we're having an ESP moment.
Are the zombies from a fungal spore?
No.
Really? Oh wait, no, that's an exclusive. I'm an
Yeah, I was like, you're talking about Last for Us. As soon as you said it, I was like, no.
Mark has been saying last, close to the last of the questions. Yeah. No, that's an exclusive. That's why I didn't want to comment on that. I saw that in chat. I liked it, but I couldn't say anything because
and plus it's not in a series of games either.
John Gregory Kirby says Gabriel Knight's Sins of the Father had zombies in it towards the end. I don't know what that is.
What? Talk to me a little more about that.
Yeah. Okay, so
what
that's 19. So now it's my turn.
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
Oh crap. Okay.
You called yourself out and then panicked?
Yeah, because I realized I was gonna ask if there are zombies
again.
Okay.
Yes, Josh, there are allegedly.
No, that gives it away completely. This is just gonna give it away because I honestly. Okay. Do you have to manage relationships in this game? Yes. That's cryptic enough.
Do you have to manage relationships in
Manage relationships. Male protagonist. Oh my God, is it Walking Dead?
Yep. Telltale's The Walking Dead.
I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed.
I'm so embarrassed.
So he was pointing at what kind of game is it?
What kind of game is it? And here's the thing: I didn't want you to figure out. I didn't want you to ask. Is it a narrative?
I'm sorry,
I
Lee.
wanted you to go.
I'm so sorry. I love you very much.
Okay, there's no shooting.
Clem, I love you too.
There's no that. I know there's shooting, but you know what I mean. You go down the list and well, what is left? And then you end up with that.
Yeah.
So it's an episodic, interactive drama, graphic, adventure, survival horror. That's what the title is. U.S. made. It came out for all Windows, Mac, Xbox 360, and PS3 in 2012. And
son of a bitch. Yep.
Got it.
All right. Did you think of a game that you want to do for any of you? Think of a game for 20 questions? It has to be something that popular. That's what I'm saying. And I bet you I can knock it out super quick.
I mean, we're not gonna have the whole list of everything about it, I guess.
If it's a game that I'm trying to think of games that because there's two that pop into mind, but I've already said those before.
I have one.
So
You
okay.
got one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look it up. Don't.
No, I got you. Okay, so really quick, I'm going to do video game 20 questions, and I'm going to see if I can beat the high score. Did this game come out before January 1st, 2000?
1 second.
Well, okay,
be careful with that.
We did? Okay, hold on. So, but before we continue, just I want to make sure I cover this. One of the venues that I work at, Hourglass Pub, is this amazing venue. It's a video game themed bar. Fantastic place. Highly recommended if you live in the Jacksonville area. It's downtown. They have arcades there. They have all kinds of consoles and stuff. Definitely check it out. Their AC broke. And they started to GoFundMe because it is extremely expensive to do that. And bars downtown
really
in Jacksonville have very narrow margins. So, if you can go to their GoFundMe, it's gofundme.com/help-hourglass-pub. Just assume there's a dash in between everything I say. Help Hourglass Pub replace their AC. Even a couple bucks I think what I want to plan out with the guys is I want to do a giveaway to, anybody who contributes. We'll do a giveaway because they absolutely deserve your help. Widow is a fantastic bar owner, and you should just, at the very least, go on there, and hopefully we can do a giveaway. So it did come out before January 1st, 2000.
Yes, it did.
Did it come out for the PlayStation, Xbox generation?
No.
Did it come out for the PlayStation 2, Xbox 360?
Yes, it
360.
did. Yeah.
That's PlayStation 2?
That'd be PlayStation 2, like Xbox.
PlayStation 2, Xbox, GameCube?
Xbox, yeah, that's what I meant. Okay.
Yes, it did.
Did it come out for the PlayStation 2?
No.
Shit. Damn it.
Welcome to our life.
Oh, wait. Like, you mean originally?
No, I'm saying at all.
Yes, then. Sorry. Be careful.
Oh, so it's not an exclusive. Awesome. All right. Did I mark myself down for that one? I did. So
that counts as two questions, Josh.
It came out for the PlayStation 2, not an exclusive. Is this a sci-fi? No, sorry. Does this take place in current times?
Great question.
No.
Is this a sci-fi game?
Yes.
Was this game made in the United States?
Yes.
Is this part of a series?
Yes.
It's part of a franchise? As in based on a franchise?
No.
Okay, that's 13. I couldn't beat the record, but is this a first-person shooter?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a first-person shooter. Came out for it's a first-person sci-fi shooter, non-exclusive, PlayStation 2, Xbox. What? Okay. Okay. Is the word kill in the title?
No.
Damn it. Okay. Well, crap. Oh, man. Oh, this is hard.
What were you thinking of?
Kill switch. Not kill switch.
Killer 9?
Kill zone.
Oh, Killzone. Okay.
Killzone. Have there been any new titles released in the past for this generation of consoles?
No.
Are there any plans to make more that you know of?
Be careful with that.
Oh, that's awesome. Great response to that.
Okay. Do I get a... So yes, but be careful with that?
Yes, but be careful with that.
Was this game known for its physics?
Yes.
Was this game made by Valve?
Yes.
Is this game Half-Life?
Yes.
Nice.
Yay!
Good stuff.
So that was... I did it in 14.
Cool. Not the record.
Good.
Suck it.
Still though, by myself. And
Yeah,
how
not
long
bad.
did that take? I cursed at once. That took 3 minutes. 3 minutes. And I got it. Good game, by the way.
I always said that I sucked at it.
But you suck it so good. So that is it for us, guys.
Yeah,
Thank you
dude.
so much for watching. If you were
Ladies.
watching our live stream on Facebook.com/DownrightFearsGaming that we do every Sunday at 7:30. We also release new episodes every Monday on iTunes, Podbean, Google Play, and Stitcher. Make sure to follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at DRF Podcast. Follow us at twitch.tv/DRF Podcast. I've actually been doing a lot of streaming of Superhot. I've been playing Superhot and streaming it on our page, so you should check that out on Twitch. Also, if you want to buy a cool shirt like this one, well, you can buy this one, but you should buy the one with all of our faces on it.
Yeah, because that's so not cool because I'm not on it.
Well, okay, so I bought it, and then 2 weeks later, you guys joined, so I had to make new shirts, and then they're $15 each. It's I want to wear this shirt out, and then I'll buy the other one. Why don't you buy a shirt?
Because I'm waiting.
Okay.
I'm waiting for that to be free DLC.
Call back. Very
Well
nice.
played.
Well, if you guys want to buy a
do need to
t-shirt,
buy
you can
one.
go to teespring.com/DownrightFierceGaming. That's where we have our t-shirts. Also, if you want to give us a little bit of money, $2 a month will get you bonus content that we release one week before it comes out, and we have a new mini series coming out called Brian's First Time. Actually, we recorded the first episode tonight. It is Brian Kaminsky, our executive producer. He really doesn't know much about video games, so we are just throwing him into certain games that a lot of other people will have more experience with, but if you don't, then you get to see it for the first time through his eyes. So it's a fun series. The first episode is going to be VR. which is one that not everybody has experienced. So it'll be nice to see that through his eyes. Anyways, Brian's first time coming soon to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/downrightfiercegaming.
Oh, I bet you feel so good about that.
I do. Also, if you contribute on Patreon for $2 a month, you get thanked at the end of the episode. So we want to thank Mark Mayfield. Thank you, Mark Mayfield.
Thank you.
We also want to thank Jeff Knight. Thank you, Jeff Knight.
Thanks.
We also want to thank Brian Altano, Damon Hatfield, and MC Lars for letting us use their music.
One of the
Thank
three.
you very much, guys.
Listen to the podcast.
Appreciate it. And our executive producers, Brian Kaminsky and Andrew Kirkendall.
You sexy bitch.
Make sure you take care of your booty, because that's where poop comes out.